I'm doing a giveaway of a OnePlus bag that I received in the OnePlus 6 event in New York City. It comes with a cap that says never settle. It comes with a sandstone case for your OnePlus 6 phone. It comes with a little carrying bag for your laptop and a little strap bag. If you already own a OnePlus device, it'll go great with this bag. If you don't, it's still great to have. And all you have to do is like this video, subscribe to this channel, and leave a comment below, and I will message the winner within a few days. Okay, so this is the Galaxy S9 Plus, and this is the new OnePlus 6. They're both great smartphones with awesome specs, but one of the main differences are you need to pay an arm and a leg for the S9, and just below $600 for the OnePlus 6. I believe the OnePlus is a device to look at if you're switching first to an Android from an iPhone or switching to another phone. Why? Because you just can't find a device with pretty high-end specs for a great price. Yo fam, what's going on? I'm Shakib here, and I believe the OnePlus 6 is the most bang for your buck. Now I don't want to hoard you guys with just specs and specs. I'm pretty sure some of you guys already did your research on this phone. Now what I really appreciate about the OnePlus 6 is the power and how long I'm consuming that power for. When I say power, I mean its performance. This guy can rock from 6 to 8 gigabytes of RAM with a Snapdragon 845 processor. Everything seemed lightning fast for whatever I did on this phone, but then again it barely received any software updates on Android 8.0, so as of now it's pretty much free from all of its bloatware. Now speaking of lightning fast, the fingerprint scanner is insane. It's a monster on this phone. We've already seen how fast it was on the 5T, but man, it just got so much faster on the 6. One touch and boom, I'm already in the phone. I'm not gonna lie, this was a little hard getting used to because, we're so used to the little transition delay on the other phones we use on a daily basis. Oxygen OS has an almost pure stock Android experience, and I like it way better than TouchWiz on my Galaxy S9 Plus. A near stock Android experience gives me a better and fast performance on the phone. Now OnePlus did include a notch on the 6, and many fans including myself were a little skeptical about this, but honestly using this phone in the flesh, it was really not an eyesore. The notch is traditionally located at the top of the screen, overlaying the LED notification indicator, microphone, and a 16 megapixel front-facing camera. It's much smaller when compared to other phones that are out now with the notch, especially on the iPhone X. Now it does not get in the way when you're watching videos, especially on YouTube. The video adjusts to the screen as if the notch was not ever there, making it a more comfortable experience. If you're not a huge fan of the notch, OnePlus got you covered with a little change on the settings. You can hide the notch area, which will then sacrifice a very minimal amount of screen just for the status bar. Now I'm glad OnePlus gave us this option because not a lot of people, they like this forsaken notch. I know I didn't on the iPhone X, but when I started using the 10 a little more, the notch kind of disappeared from my eye. Now since the notch is smaller on the OnePlus 6, it's extremely hard to notice. Now remember, it is hard to notice because of the large screen size on this phone. You're getting a 6.3-inch AMOLED screen, making it OnePlus's biggest display on a phone yet, with a resolution of 2280 by 1080 pixels, so it's not a UHD display. It has two rear 16 and 20 megapixel cameras. I assume the secondary lens was used for telephoto shots, but it's just a depth sensor allowing more better portrait shots. For the price, it's a great camera, shots are crisp, especially on daylight time, and high dynamic range is included. It has a pretty large sensor for the price that you're paying for. And OnePlus gonna add this, you can record up to 4K at 60 frames per second. It has a 1.7 aperture and low light photos are good, they're not great. I've seen better on the S9 Plus, but then again, the S9 Plus has a bigger 1.4 aperture and you can notice the difference immediately. The color is much more vibrant, whereas the exposure can be a little too much on the OnePlus 6. But remember, please keep in mind, you're paying about $300 to $400 more on the S9 Plus. Now I did mention earlier on this video of how long I'm consuming the power for on this phone. It has dash charging with USB Type-C, so I'm getting a full battery in less than an hour. And I can go the whole entire day, full on-screen time, without worrying about my phone dying. I come home about 20 to 30% battery left after a long day of work, and that's about 9 to 10 hours. So that's more than enough that I need on my phone. Now all these specs on this phone, they may sound great, which they are. There are a few things that do disappoint me. Number one being the speakers. They are not genuinely loud. They sound good, but not great. The placement is a little horrendous because I'm always covering the grill when I'm gaming or watching a video on landscape mode. The second being it's a glass build, so it's a super fingerprint magnet on the mirror black model. I suggest to get the midnight black for a matte black finish. Now all the colors are made out of Gorilla Glass 5, so it's very strong. But even though it's glass, it does not support wireless charging, which is my third point. Now I do not like glass bodies on a phone like the iPhone 10, the iPhone 8, the Galaxy series, and etc. But I do understand why they've done that, so they can support wireless charging. They switched from an aluminum build to a glass build so you can get that feature. And OnePlus, this is a glass build and you don't have that feature. I myself, I own 2 wireless chargers and I cannot use this feature. So yeah, it is kind of a bummer. But honestly, at the end of the day, it's not a deal breaker at all. But for future references, if you're gonna make a phone with the glass body, please support wireless charging. Or just keep the aluminum body. Aluminum looks way better than glass on a phone. Another point that I do not like is that this phone does not have expandable storage. It does have a dual SIM cards tray, but come on man, we need that extra storage. Now with everything said, at the end of the day, I cannot make this phone my daily driver because I already own a Galaxy S9 Plus. Now, if I were to tell you I cannot recommend this phone, I'd definitely be lying to you. The OnePlus 6 has a big 6.3-inch HD display. It has a great camera. It has a headphone jack. It has a great battery, USB Type-C with dash charging. It has Oxygen OS for a near Android experience, and much more. All starting at $530. You can't honestly get this anywhere at all. Now you can get the S9 Plus with a better camera, better screen, wireless charging, and better speakers, starting at $840. If you pay about $400 more. But do I think the S9 Plus is better? I do. But do I think the OnePlus 6 is worth for its price? Oh yeah, you better believe it. It's definitely worth its price. Oh, it's definitely the most bang for your buck. If someone were to come up to me and ask me, hey, what's a good phone that's out there that's budget friendly and has great specs? It would be the OnePlus 6. I would definitely recommend the OnePlus 6. As a matter of fact, if I didn't have an Android and if I were looking for a phone for myself, I would definitely go for the OnePlus 6 over the Galaxy S9 Plus, over the LG G7, and all the other phones that are out there. Basically, people want to eat at a large all-you-can-eat buffet for a small price. And this is what the OnePlus 6 is all about. A small price with great specs. You're definitely getting what you paid for. Now one small thing, keep in mind that I didn't stick with the navigation gestures over the traditional button gestures because Android P will be arriving soon, preloaded with those gestures, which also means a better, faster experience on the OnePlus, which adds another reason why this phone is the most bang for your buck. So that's all we have on the OnePlus 6. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and finesse on the subscribe button. I'm gonna have much more content, and thank you for all the support. I love making the content in these videos for you guys. So fun fact number 24, Hawaiian pizza is actually not Hawaiian. It was actually invented in Ontario, so that means it's Canadian. Thanks for watching, I'm Zashak, stay tech strong, and deuces.